So the road to the White House looking like a crowded one with a lot of potential candidates already jockeying for position and one Democrat taking her name out of the race now. So let's bring in our political panel, syndicated radio talk show host Chris Plante and Leslie Marshall, syndicated radio talk show host and Fox News contributor. Welcome, guys. Okay, now we're going to go through kind of lightning round because I want to make sure there's so much news going on with candidates. I want to make sure we get to all of them. So let's start. We're in America's election headquarters here. Elizabeth Warren. Is she in or is she out? She said in an interview with Fortune magazine she will not run for president. Leslie.
She will not run. I think she's out. I think she's being honest. I don't think she has the ego, and I think she get clobbered, not by Hillary necessarily, Dems love her, but honestly by the Republicans.
Interesting. Ooh, she teed it up for you, Chris. What do you think?
Well, I certainly hope Elizabeth Warren. It is my fondest and dearest hope that Elizabeth Warren gets into it. I hope she's dragged into the race. She's sort of the satirical caricature of everything that the Democrat Party has become, with her "you didn't build that" mantra, and I'm a Cherokee Indian, and riding this false wave of affirmative action through her academic career. 2 years in the Senate. Clueless to the end. God, I hope she gets in.
All right, let's go to is 3 times the charm. Mitt Romney lands on an aircraft carrier set to speak to the RNC from that carrier in San Diego Friday night. Is the 3rd time the charm, Leslie?
Well, his wife says no way, and if my husband doesn't listen to me, he sleeps on the couch. So Mitt Romney must have a really big couch. But I have to say, 3rd time could be a charm. Problem is, he's showing his wealth, and he didn't learn from his comments on the 47%. He has to appeal to the middle class. That doesn't make him relatable to the middle class and the majority of the American people.
Chris.
Well, Mitt Romney does have a problem in that he ran once and failed to become the nominee. Then he became the nominee 2nd time around, and he lost. Now, the class warfare stuff, the war on success, I'm a little tired of that. But, hey, the Democrats will trot it out again. I don't think Mitt Romney is a great prospect. He might be a good president if he could get there.
All right. Let's go a little bit younger. Senator Rand Paul. He's barnstorming New Hampshire, already kicking off an early primary season. Leslie, he's popular with the young folks on the GOP side and the Libertarians.
Yeah.
Well, certainly popular among libertarians, Tea Party folks. And this is not a surprise. I think we knew that he or Ted Cruz or both would definitely have to run, that the Tea Party would have somebody out there. So I'm not surprised that he's visiting the great state of New Hampshire. And he must love it there, Gretchen, because their motto is live free or die.
Good point. All right. What do you think about his foreign policy, though, Chris?
Well, look, he's got a lot of issues, I think, with conservatives. But let me also say that you just mentioned it, and Tea Party and Libertarian are not interchangeable terms, of course. I know Leslie knows that and appreciates that. But Rand Paul is an interesting wild card at this point. And the young vote is trending Libertarian, because I think they've had it with government at this point after the Obama administration. And he could be an interesting prospect. He's a guy to keep an eye on.
All right. And finally, we move on to Jeb Bush. He's going to California to raise money for his new political action committee, and so far he's raising tons of dough.
Yeah.
Leslie.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sitting here in California, home of, to the conservative folks like my buddy Chris over there, the liberal loons like myself, and the Hollywood liberals that are ruining this country. But you love coming here to get the money from the big conservative Hollywood types, and Jeb Bush is obviously benefiting from that. Hey, but if he doesn't run, question, does he have to give back all that cash?
I don't think so. Hey, maybe. I don't know. Chris, what do you think about that? Jeb Bush.
Well, Jeb Bush, look, Jeb Bush presents very well. He's serious. He's adult. His demeanor is excellent. He's going to be a great fundraiser. He's got a couple of issues with conservatives that I think he could overcome, Common Core and a couple of other things, immigration issues. He'd do very well with Hispanics. He's a serious adult, and he's got the problem with his last name. His name is Bush. But if Hillary runs, that's neutralized.
Well, that's a very good point. All right. Yeah. So we just went through 5, but next week we're probably going to have more candidates to talk about. Chris and Leslie, thanks for your time.
Thanks. Good.